What is the X factor in a breakup? Is there a blueprint for figuring out, like, is it completely over or is it time to completely move on? Welcome to my Broken to Brave podcast. I'm Donna Barnes, the love coach. After a breakup, most people come to me saying, how do I get my ex back? It's the first stage of grief, really. A breakup is grief, right? And denial. How do I get this back? I need to get this back, right? Because you can't accept that it's over. How do you know? Because, look, I've certainly felt like, no, this was the person. They're going to come back. There's no way they're not going to come back. And then they didn't come back. But then also, I'm actually now currently in a relationship with a man that I really strongly felt was going to come back. And he did, and it's better this time. So what is the blueprint for that? How do you know? And I think it really is based on how good the relationship was. Did you blow it up? Is your person capable? Big word, right? Capable. Starting with that, actually, because let's face it, people have fear on all sorts of levels. And it is usually fear on some level that breaks up all relationships. There's fear of commitment, fear of abandonment, fear of intimacy, all sorts of fear of something that causes relationships to fail. That's a big hurdle to get over. If that's why your relationship failed, then no, it's not coming back. And the quicker you can decide that you are done and moving on, the happier you'll be. Because clients always ask me, how long is it going to take me to get over this? And honestly, when you decide that you don't want your ex back is when you'll get over it. And that's when you truly decide. And I am a big fan of writing a cons list, right? Write with pen on paper all the things that did not work about that relationship. And if you thought it was perfect and there really are no cons, the biggest con is that they hurt you, right? They left you. They were not capable of maintaining that loving level of relationship, and they left you. That is a huge con because you can't control that. I mean, geez, I've certainly felt that after a breakup of like, you love me, you still love me. And actually, the one guy did say to me, yeah, I have a lot of love for you, Donna, right? And he was like, this is hard for me too. But he was still doing it and he still left. So be really diligent in deciding, was this a good relationship? Was there a lot there? I mean, really, the relationships that end up coming back is when you meet the right person at the wrong time. That is like a timing thing, where if everything was really good and you didn't really fight and you didn't really blow up the relationship, but it just kind of went away because circumstances weren't what they were, those are the relationships that frequently get back together because they didn't run their course. Relationships that have run their course usually do not come back together, especially if it's been many years and it just, you had an impasse about a problem that usually is about moving the relationship forward, right? If there was a long period of time that you were together and now it failed, you probably aren't getting that relationship back because they've had a good amount of time to live life with you and see what it's really all about. And I don't say this to hurt you, but they opted out. And you need to be realistic about that, right? I mean, people come to me and say, oh, I spent 5 years of my life with him or her, right? Men have a harder time letting go, typically, just my experience in coaching people. The longer you were with somebody, I hate to say it, the less likely you are to get that person back. It's the kind of short-lived relationships that had a lot of affinity and a lot of passion that didn't have the circumstance that was ideal that end up coming back because there is still a lot of good there and it wasn't a negative, right? It didn't blow up. The blueprint in deciding whether you should completely let go or if you can get the relationship back is what would be different if you do get back. Right? Because, nothing changes if nothing changes. If you get back together but nothing's different, you're going to break up again. Especially if your ex-partner was telling you things that were really important to them about you, that you have the ability to change and you want to change. That's when it could also get back together too. A different version of yourself, a better version of yourself. And let's face it, going through a breakup is usually when most people get motivated to become a better version of themselves. right? As people start working out and eating better and reading and growing their mind and doing self-growth, I mean, I think that's the catalyst for most people. If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? But when you get your heart ripped out, you just want to feel better. I mean, knowledge is the only thing that's ever made me feel better. I need to unpack it. I need to understand it. I think that's true for a lot of people. In unpacking it and trying to understand it, if you can recognize that there's things that you could have done better and that you can do better, and really make the effort to become a better version of yourself, which, by the way, my online course is exactly about that, is looking at what went wrong and looking at your own stuff and unpacking your baggage and becoming a better version of yourself. I'll put a coupon code in the comments below that you can get a discount on my online course if that's something interesting to you. The only way that you can get your ex back is if you fix whatever the problem was that caused you to break up in the first place. The blueprint for getting over a breakup is really analyzing it, scrutinizing what went wrong, and making a really clear, informed decision about how could this be better if we get back together? Because it needs to be different. It can't be exactly the same. And if you're watching this thinking, like, no, it was perfect, I want it back, that's not going to happen. It's just not. Because something about that caused your ex to not want to be with you. So it can't be exactly the same. It will never, ever be exactly the same. But it might be better. That's the real difference in whether you can get somebody back or not. Is there things that can be fixed, that can be better? Can you become a better version of yourself so that you can try again at a different space? And I hate to say it, it usually takes a good year or two before that happens. So you can't be in a hurry about it, but you have all that time to do self-growth. Become a better version of yourself, which even if you don't get your ex back, becoming the better version of yourself is helpful in attracting the next person because you've learned all these lessons from that relationship that didn't work out that you can carry forward to your next relationship. Because I do think people always, whatever didn't work in the last relationship, are hyper-focused on in finding in their next relationship, right? So it's not a bad thing if there was something that didn't work in the old relationship as you're moving forward and either starting anew with your ex or not even wanting your ex anymore. Because I'll tell you, that's what usually happens. I mean, I've said this before. In the now almost 20 years of coaching people, I could count on one hand the number of people that I actually thought they should try to get their ex back because it was a really good, loving relationship. Usually there's an issue or there's a problem or they're just really not, or like it's amazing to me how many times they're toxic. I mean, I wrote my book based on because so many people didn't know what a toxic relationship was. Be careful what you wish for. If you were in an unhappy situation at the end, of course, because everybody that comes to me that wants their ex back is focused on the beginning of the relationship, but that's the honeymoon phase. That's not realistic. That's not what you actually had. That's you both on your best behavior, which is impossible to maintain. So, and actually I had a guy that said that to me years ago. He was like, yeah, I got a good act, but I can only keep it up for about 3 months, right? And I think that's true of most people. Instead of wasting all your energy trying to get back a relationship that failed, decide that you're done, because that's the only thing that you can control. If you decide that you're done and work on becoming a better version of yourself, you'll attract an even better relationship. And look, I'm talking from experience. There were a couple of guys that when we broke up, I thought I would never, ever get a better guy. But each and every guy has been better. And honestly, the man I am with now is without a doubt the best man I've ever been with. And that's not to throw shade on anybody else. It's just because we connect on a level that is just really extraordinary, actually. So it will happen for you, too, if you're ready to let go of the relationship that didn't work. So leave me your comments. Are you going through a breakup and you want that person desperately back? Or are you just feeling very jaded by the whole thing and you just want to give up on relationships in general? And I'm here for coaching, or try my online course. I put a lot of work into exactly how to hold your hand through getting through a breakup. I highly recommend. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next episode.